Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Insurance TV. This is Brian Murphy with the Murphy Agency, and today we're going to be discussing your homeowners policies. How many of you out there actually have any idea what their homeowners policy is? How much coverage you have, what the coverages are there for. It's shocking the amount of people that I talk to. They could have been homeowners for 30 years and have had homeowners insurance this entire time. And when I start talking to them and going over the coverages, it's amazing how many actually had no idea what it was. And not just that, but it's shocking how many of them don't have the proper coverage. There's a few key points with your homeowner policies that you want to make sure are accurate to make sure that you're properly covered. You're not going to be overinsured, underinsured. And the number one thing is your dwelling coverage. That is the kind of the basis of your homeowner's policy. Homeowner policies are different than auto policies, where in auto policy, if you total your car, your insurance company, if you have collision coverage, they will pay you the market value of your car. So what the value of that car is today is what they'll settle that total loss with for you. In homeowners, it's based on the reconstruction value of your home. So, if your home, you may have purchased a home for $150,000, but the cost to actually rebuild that home, when you factor in debris removal, the cost of labor, materials, all that, your cost to reconstruct the home could actually be $200,000. And vice versa. If you had a shore property, you could have a home on the beach, it's $1 million home, so that's the market value, but the reconstruction could only be $250,000 because it's based on how much it would cost to rebuild the home. They're not factoring in the cost of the land, things like that. So you want to make sure when you have your homeowner's policy that your reconstruction cost is accurate. I see that's one of the things I see is most commonly incorrect on people's policies, where they have their reconstruction costs way too high. So again, it could be something where it's $175,000 to rebuild a home, but they could have $400,000 in reconstruction costs. So you're essentially just paying for coverage that you're never going to have to use. If the home were to burn down, they're going to pay you what it would cost to rebuild the home back to the way it was prior to the loss. So again, that would be in the 175 range. So they're not going to just give you the $400,000 just because you have coverage for it. And then a lot of things stem off of that coverage. So if you have $300,000 for your reconstruction cost, your personal property is going to be a percentage of the dwelling. So it could be anywhere from 50% to 75%, depending on the carrier or whatever options you choose. Say that your loss of use, which would be the coverage that pays for your alternate living if your home had a loss and you needed somewhere else to live, whether it's a hotel, an apartment, your loss of use would be the coverage that pays for that. And again, that is also a percentage of your dwelling coverage. And then also your separate structures. That would be your detached garage, sheds, things like that. That is also a percentage of the reconstruction cost, the dwelling coverage. So that's why, since all those coverages kind of stem off of the dwelling, you want to make sure you have the accurate dwelling coverage because it affects the other coverage that you have on the policy as well. And then there's, and then that's, the base, look at it. Then you also have your liability coverage, which you go anywhere from, $100,000, all the way up to $1 million plus. Usually, most homeowners, they want to stick around the $300,000 range and go up from there. And again, a lot of your other minor coverage, we'll get into them in later videos. I just wanted to at least get out there initially and explain how the numbers are constructed in your homeowner's policy. So you may want to take a review of that policy, and if it looks off to you, give us a call at the Murphy Agency and let us review it, and we'll do a reconstruction cost to your home to find out if you have the proper coverage. So like I said, just give us a call at the Murphy Agency, take a look at your insurance policy. If you have any questions, reach out. And thanks a lot for tuning in to episode number 2, and I look forward to speaking with you in the next video.